Purdue's new Steinway D Concert Grand Piano will be inaugurated during this season-opening dedication recital in a special engagement featuring 2 American Pianists Association winners, Eric Zuber and Sean Chen. We will open a new chapter in Purdue's celebration and examination of the power, beauty, and scope of piano repertoire. For more than 125 years, the celebrated Metropolitan Opera has been the artistic home for some of the world's greatest singers. The new Met Opera Rising Stars concert series will feature popular arias, duets, and ensembles by opera's greatest composers, performed by a quartet of the Met's next generation of unforgettable voices. The Cumbia All-Stars, a supergroup of musicians from Peru's legendary cumbia bands, resurrect the classics of their heyday and honor that legacy with innovative new compositions. Their performance will have you moving all night on the dance floor to their transfixing, transcendent grooves. Employing razor-sharp precision and stunning artistry, Huang Yi and Kuka is a playful and poetic two-step of man and machine that combines modern dance, multimedia, and mechanical engineering. Kuka, a massive articulated arm-style robot, assumes a personality that becomes as curious as the mind that programmed it. Don't miss Joseph in the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, Andrew Lloyd Webber's uplifting musical masterpiece. Joseph in the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, the show with something for everyone in the family. Joseph, bring the family and share the dream. Any dream will do. How do you distill 6 incredible seasons of Breaking Bad into 60 minutes and keep it 99% pure? It's all in the chemistry. Miles Allen developed this one-man show after his impressions of Breaking Bad characters exploded on YouTube. His hilarious renditions of the series' characters will include Skyler White, Jesse Pinkman, and Heisenberg himself. Cécile McLaurin-Salvant captured the jazz world's attention with her surprise win at the 2010 Thelonious Monk International Jazz Competition. Now, carrying the torch of Ella Fitzgerald, Sarah Vaughan, and Billie Holiday, this Grammy-nominated vocalist showcases a fresh take on the foundational songs of jazz from the 1900s through the 30s.
I didn't know what day it was you held my hand.
Percy Jackson has felt like a misfit for years, as if there were something really different about him. Percy's instinct proves thrillingly true after he discovers he's a descendant of Poseidon, the Greek god of the sea. Imaginatively adapted from author Rick Riordan's popular book series, The Lightning Thief is a musical adventure about discovering your potential. 20-year-old violinist In-Mo Yang has already made his mark in classical music, winning prestigious violin competitions around the world. Following his win at the Boston Classical Orchestra's Young Artist Competition, one supporter exclaimed, "I think we've found our next Joshua Bell." Yang's program at Purdue will feature his musical precision, expressiveness, and passion. For over a century, the tale of Peter Rabbit has enchanted audiences worldwide. To celebrate the 150th anniversary of author Beatrix Potter's birth, Enchantment Theater Company brings her beloved stories to the stage. Using fantastic masks, whimsical puppets, gorgeous scenery, and original music, Peter Rabbit's magical world comes alive. The Diva Jazz Orchestra has performed everywhere from clubs to Carnegie Hall, dazzled international crowds in Paris and Berlin, and now makes a very special return engagement for the 26th annual Purdue Jazz Festival. This 15-woman big band will let the music speak for itself with their roaring sound and sublime swing. Tian Janan is a 21-year-old virtuoso of the bayan, a chromatic button keyboard accordion for which a vast collection of classical repertoire has been written. Currently a student at the Central Conservatory of Music in Beijing, Tian has earned more than 30 first-place finishes at worldwide competitions. Start your Chinese New Year celebration with this rising star. The violin, banjo, and cello come together to form Harpeth Rising, a chamber brass trio of 3 musicians expertly blending folk and rock with classical and newgrass. The trio infuses new life into the veins of folk to unleash an expansive 3-part harmony in original song stories.
I've seen places all but forgotten. I've seen 100 acres of snow. I got no bed.
Annie, the world's best-loved musical, returns in time-honored form with a brand new incarnation of the iconic original. From the Tony Award-winning book and score, Annie includes such unforgettable songs as It's the Hard Knock Life, Easy Street, I Don't Need Anything But You, and the eternal anthem of optimism, Tomorrow. Junie B. Jones has been in school for a year and a half, so who better to write the book on everything you need to know? From bus rules to bandages and carpools to cookies, Junie B. and her friends will show you how to thrive and survive with style. Don't miss TheaterWorks USA's musical adventure based on Barbara Park's popular book series.
Try to follow each and every rule. But what should we call it?
What should we call it?
What should we call it?
Walnut Street Theater returns to Purdue with Eugene O'Neill's A Moon for the Misbegotten. Under an autumn moon on a tenant farm in 1923, 2 lost souls find hope. Josie Hogan, an Irish woman with a tarnished reputation, and James Tyrone Jr., an alcoholic and prodigal son. Sparks fly, but is love enough to overcome lifetimes of disappointment? Few composers today have shaped the landscape of music, opera, film, dance, and stage as formidably as Philip Glass. Now, Glass and 4 lauded pianists will illuminate the 30-year evolution of Glass's compositional voice in a landmark performance of the complete piano Etudes as a signature component of the piano dedication events this season. Ethiopian-born and Brooklyn-raised singer Macleat has been hailed by the San Francisco Chronicle as an artistic giant in the early stages. Describing herself as an in-betweener that lives along musical hyphen lines, she blends folk and jazz with global roots, transforming musical genres and styles with articulate skill. 42nd Street is the American dream story of a starry-eyed young dancer named Peggy Sawyer, who leaves home and comes to New York to audition for a new Broadway musical. This musical classic includes show-stopping dance numbers and some of the most famous songs ever written, such as We're in the Money, Lullaby of Broadway, and of course, 42nd Street. Chicago-based shadow puppet company Manual Cinema brings to life Lula Del Rey, a story that NewYorkTheater.com called visually stunning and surprisingly touching. Inspired by the music of Hank Williams, Roy Orbison, and Patsy Cline, Lula Del Rey offers a deceptively simple concept that brings hand-spun cinema to life in an unforgettable experience. Choreographer Mark Morris is one of America's leading artists and storytellers, and Dido and Aeneas is one of his most captivating works. This extraordinary production brings Henry Purcell's famous Baroque opera to life with a live chamber orchestra and vocalists under Morris's baton, while the dancers reveal both the humor and the tragedy of the tale with Morris's signature visual flair. The San Francisco Jazz Collective features 8 of the most dynamic performers and composers in jazz today. Known for their original compositions and new arrangements by notable composers and songwriters, they now turn to the world's most dynamic pop star, Michael Jackson. With hits such as Smooth Criminal, Rock With You, and more, this show is sure to be a thriller. Praised by The Guardian for its restless energy and esprit, Les Violons du Roi is a 15-piece ensemble from Quebec, Canada, that specializes in the performance practices of the 17th and 18th centuries. This special engagement will feature the award-winning French pianist Alexandre Tarron in a celebration of the classical movement, with works by Mozart and Joseph Martin Krauss. Winner of 8 Tony Awards, including Best Musical, Once features an impressive ensemble of actor-musicians who play their own instruments on stage. Once tells the enchanting tale of a Dublin street musician who's about to give up on his dream when a beautiful young woman takes a sudden interest in his moving love songs. Direct from Broadway, The Illusionists, Witness the Impossible, showcases the jaw-dropping talents of 7 of the most incredible illusionists on Earth. Audiences will witness stunning acts of grand illusion, levitation, mind-reading, disappearance, and more. This non-stop show is packed with thrilling and sophisticated magic of unprecedented proportions.
Convocations continues to be your home for dynamic performances, stimulating discourse, and immersive experiences. Out of the gate this year, our aptly named Immersion platform features 3 compellingly diverse engagements. The highly vaunted Symposium, Dawn or Doom, returns for a 2nd edition to investigate the pervasive questions surrounding our digital privacy, space travel, and more. Immersion also includes 2 Convo's Artists in Residence this year, each having an extended residency with the campus and community in addition to exciting performances. The Fall 2015 Artist in Residence is the Taiwanese choreographer and programmer Huang Yi, who will bring his stunning dance work with a robot called Kuka that raises fundamental social and philosophical questions about the intersection of humans and robots. The Spring 2016 Artist in Residence is the Ethiopian-born, US-raised musician Maklit, who is both a TED Global Fellow and a powerful voice for the role of the thinking artist to explore identity, empower communities, and effect positive social change. In April, there is the celebrated TEDxPurdueU, an independently organized TED event that uses storytelling to nurture a culture of innovation through sharing ideas developed by Purdue students, faculty, alumni, and community members with the global TED community. Launched in 2014, the Purdue Presidential Lecture Series is a diverse series of lectures that will examine policy, leadership, culture, and society. This series provides another opportunity to bring programming to the Purdue community that is both thought-provoking and inspiring. This season's lectures will be announced during the course of the year.